My name's Deputy Derek Willing with the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Currently assigned to North Precinct Road Patrol. I've been with the Sheriff's Office for a little over 2 years now, and it's exciting as your career progresses that you can have the opportunity to, there's certain things that we can test for agent board, we can become an FTO. So 2 years is a good place to be. I've seen a lot, I've learned a lot. But I think that the biggest thing is that I have enough experience to get a good grounding, and for all the new guys coming out of our FTO program, I can answer any question that they may have for me. When I was younger, I would see cops and I would see their cars and I would just look at them in awe. Like, they were like superheroes to me. And every time I see a young kid and their eyes light up when I walk past them or anything like that, they smile at me in ways. It really is a special thing to have to talk to people and to just give them that memory of what I thought was a cop was when I was younger, and just to positively influence them in any type of way. And whether it's shaking their hand or giving them a sticker or whatever the case may be, there's a lot of jobs that you can't do that. And being able to do that and having the opportunity to do that at this job is very rewarding for me. It's probably one of the most rewarding things I get to do. One of the negative parts about my job, or about this profession, is present information that may not be favorable to them. That's probably one of the harder parts. It takes a lot of empathy to do this job. And as the younger people come out, and as I was, it's hard. Empathy is an acquired trait, and I don't think it's ever something that I will ever be great at. But just having, giving someone a hug or shaking their hand goes a long way for people who have, been through traumatizing things. Okay, well, right now we're on US 1 in MacArthur. So we are in zone right now. Basically what we do is we patrol our areas. We do neighborhood patrols, we do residential patrols, and we deter any type of criminal activity aside from responding to calls for service that we get dispatched to. Temple 51 to check 1013. We get a lot of 911. Right now we're heading to a 911 hang up. These calls this is one of the calls that we get dispatched to quite a bit. A lot of the things about this is that the unknown about what we're going to, especially in a particular call like this, is a reminder to stay vigilant as we go to these calls and to really expect anything that's out there. We got a dispatch again that the person calling was attempting to add emergency contacts to their phone, which basically they confirm their address and their name, and we're going there as just agency policy to respond and just to make sure everything okay. A lot of times, especially in domestic situations where the victim of a domestic violence incident will call 911 and then quickly realize what they're actually doing, and the suspect in that, or the aggressor in that call, will tell them everything's okay, tell them everything's okay, and that can only lead to more violence and more of an increased risk for physical harm to a person. So we like to go out there and just to verify ourselves. There's many times where I've gone out for the same call where someone say everything's fine here, you guys don't need to respond. But once we get there, we realize that an incident did occur and a crime has occurred, and we end up taking someone to jail for it. So the unknown is definitely something to mentally prepare yourself when you're around to a call, and just to be ready for whatever the call may possibly bring. We're gonna go make contact with the homeowners. But what we do is we have an automated computer system where we add comments to a call, and it's basically a summary of the details surrounding the call. In this case, I made contact with both occupants at the house. It's a husband and a wife, where the husband advised that he was adding an emergency contact to his cell phone, and he accidentally called 911, and which our dispatchers advised the same. Once I made contact with both occupants of the house, I don't have any reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed, so I can go ahead and add comments and close this call out. 313 1050 Kingston 1. 4 to 28 Ford El Romeo. It's a silver Kia four-door. It's going 66 and a 55. I conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for unlawful speed. Once I made contact with the occupants of the vehicle, I conducted wants and warrants checks on their person as well as a driver's license check. In this case, the driver had a valid driver's license and was not wanted for any warrants. And then I issued her a verbal warning for unlawful speed. This is I can't see myself doing anything else at this point in time in my life. This is something that I look forward to going to every day. I don't necessarily view it as a job because when I'm getting ready for coming out here, I don't really prepare myself for a job. This is more of a livelihood, and it's more of a service that I was sworn to do to the citizens of Brevard County. One of the best things about my job is the fact that I can positively impact many people. That's one of the things that I've grown to really appreciate. There's a lot of things that you can do in your life and a lot of positions that are out there, but out here you encounter citizens and at their worst, and you actually you have an opportunity to impact them, whether it's positively and sometimes they take us for advice or they just look at us in a different way. And I feel like that's one of the better things I can do to the citizens of Brevard County, and that's to actively serve them in a positive way, and more than anything, just come out here and do what I love to do and make sure everyone's safe in Brevard.